welcome back to the Reset channel. So today I'm here with another quick reset, and this one is about stuff, right? So I heard this the other day and it really hit me. It's one of those things. It's like I felt a little shook. I felt like they were really knocking on my door or driving down my driveway. So what it was is there was like this guru talking about stuff and overconsumption of stuff and just kind of like the world we live in today. Like right now you hear about people talking about minimalism and decluttering. And the question they asked was, if no one ever saw it, would you still buy it? I'm gonna say that again. If no one ever saw it, would you still buy it? And I was like, oh, there's a lot of stuff that I probably would not buy if it wasn't just like for show. And the first thing came to my mind was like designer handbags. And I'm like, okay, so is this particular designer handbag that you want, is it better quality? Is it better leather? Or does it just have certain symbols, names, brands, labels on it? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So what does that say about you? That you get some kind of rush or feel good about walking around with somebody else's label on different stuff? Like, what are you proving? Who are you trying to show this off to? It was just a lot of different things that I started to deconstruct in my own head about myself when it came to labels and brand names. So just something I want you all to think about, kind of like some food for thought. And it made me think about too, even posting on social media, right? So when people post all of the good, the great, all of the stuff that they have, is it to, create FOMO in others? Is it to impress others? Is it to kind of showcase, how good you're doing, how great you're living? It's just something to think about too. It's like, or are you posting things that, inspire, encourage, uplift, make people feel good versus I feel like seeing a bunch of stuff that maybe you wish you had or would like to acquire or seems so far from your current reality. If anything, that can be triggering. It can be upsetting. It can be depressing. It can be like, why don't I have that? It can cause envy, jealousy, all types of things. So just something else that I wanted to really have everybody think about. And what really made me think about all of this is our overconsumption. I talked about this on a previous video about consuming versus creating, or consuming versus just living, right? Like everybody's, doesn't want to be a content creator or to create things, but it's just kind of like, oh, how much are you living your life versus trying to impress others or showcase things or just do things that are kind of validating of you've made it or you're doing well or things like that. And it's just something, again, that I've had to rest with myself on and think about too. So that's just kind of like an internal reset that I'm doing, because what I've noticed, and I'd love to know in the comments below if this is something you've noticed as well. As I get older, it starts to become much more clear on what's important in life, right? And for me, I'm finding that's my peace of mind. That's my fulfillment. That's my family. That's my relationships. That's, me doing something that's purposeful. That's me creating something that outlives me, and sharing that with the world. That's doing whatever I can to uplift and encourage, because I love watching YouTube and, watching some of these videos of people that are uplifting, encouraging me. And I'm like, okay, well, if you have that in you, why don't you share that with somebody else? They may need that for the day. So I'm really getting, more centered on what's important to me and what my values are. So it's just something, again, think about, food for thought. And as you get older, I think these things start to come up more in your mind. Like, what's really important? What do I really want out of life? And then also too, what can I give? What can I share with the world? What can I put out in the world? So all of that to say, consider how you use your resources and what you use them on. And that's not just in stuff and in buying brand and labeled different commodities and different handbags and things like that. But your resources include your time, not just your finances. So that's just what I wanted to share with y'all. I just hope you keep in mind how you're using your resources, and are you using them to uplift and encourage, or are you using them to show off and to get some validation?